It's that time. It's Invicta Live online. I'm your host, Marissa Morgan, and I'm here with Invicta Ryan. Many of you just tuning in now after the live, I guess, the 3 hours you just did with Kendi and Justin.
Yeah, so Justin had an hour, I had 2 for the power play, and then so we have our YouTube show here right now, and be sure to subscribe on Evine's YouTube page, and also follow us on social media. I'm Invicta Ryan on all platforms. I tend to go to Instagram a little bit more. Follow Marissa at the Marissa Morgan.
That's right. It's the Marissa Morgan on Facebook and also on Instagram.
And also, official congrats to you now.
Thank you.
Just now being official here at Evine.
Absolutely.
So well
I'm excited. So excited to be here at Evine and also to be starting to connect with the Invicta family. So let's just dive right in. We've got 5 timepieces this hour. 2 are featuring a whole lot of bling bling. So let's just get the party started, shall we?
All right.
Take a look at this. This is such a classic partnering. The Invicta Star Wars 48 millimeter Octane. This is a limited edition watch. This is the R2-D2, and it is that bracelet stainless steel look, 48 millimeters and about 18 millimeters in a thickness. This is a different R2-D2 than I've seen before, right?
Yeah, so a little bit different in terms of we've had a variety of different options when it comes to our Star Wars and some of your favorite characters out there from growing up, and even here today especially. I mean, box office is killing it. I mean, you know, Disney almost owns the box office, if you will.
Right.
Star Wars, obviously, it falls underneath the Disney umbrella. We have that partnership to make these numbered limited edition timepieces. So, iconic droid. R2-D2 debuted back in 1977 with episode 4, A New Hope. It's just been an iconic character ever since out there. So you get to see the shape and dimension of R2-D2 on the inside. The 12 o'clock hour marker, you'll actually see the Starboard Alliance logo, which is the logo for the good guys when it comes to Star Wars. And it's mechanical automatic, which is a big deal. Not a lot of the timepieces that we partner up with Star Wars, a majority of them are actually quartz movements. This is a mechanical automatic, being that NH75A. As you'll see off to the side here, you'll be able to see right there, again, the Starboard Alliance logo on the crown. And when I turn the watch around, you'll be able to see that partnership of Invicta and Star Wars. And right over here is number 5 out of 1977. 1977, obviously, being the year episode 4 hit the big screen.
I love when they do things that are not only smart and clever, but obviously the design element is there. But I really like the, it's called the exhibition backing.
Exhibition case back. Yeah, so it's like that windowed case back. You can see into the movement and
very
some of the
modern, very modern.
Yeah.
Well, we are saving you $390 tonight. This is a $158.99 upgrade for your watch collection, but we are saving you $390. This is 71% off this evening. And of course, if you're new to Evine, I want you to look into Value Pays. This is a great time to shop. We're about halfway through the year, halfway to Christmas. Any purchases that you jump on board with tonight, if you take advantage of Value Pay, you can take 6 months to pay that off interest-free. And our Value Pay for this watch is only $26.50. So I say now's the time to shop for the holidays.
Yeah.
Because you can shop now, take 6 months to pay it off, and be done by the time Christmas rolls around.
That's right, because it's 6 days from what, on Tuesday?
I think today. Today's the 25th, isn't it? Tomorrow?
Today is the 23rd, tomorrow's the 24th.
Tomorrow's 24th,
Yep.
okay. As you can see, I've, maybe I need a watch. Maybe I should be wearing my Invicta. I took it off and I left it down in the post room.
That's what you'll find out if you haven't learned from this job.
Right?
You don't even know what day of the week
it really is. You don't know what day it is. And I know I guess it's Sunday right now, right?
Is it?
But it feels like Monday.
Or is it?
Or is it? 71% off. This is going to come in a Star Wars Invicta box as well.
Do I have time for a story real quick?
Yes, you do. Of course.
Real quick?
Sure.
So this is back in 2010. So when we were doing these big cigarette boats, we would do trials and photo shoots. We had models on the boat, and this one model, we had them sign a release form just in case anything had happened.
Right.
Nobody was liable.
Right.
And she said, what date is it? And I said, it's the 26th. And she said, what month is it? And
what?
Her friend said,
what?
April, month 4. And she wrote 4/26/09.
Oh my gosh.
It was a pretty awesome moment. Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel right now. Honestly, like it's
You know,
just
that-
been a
we can all
whirlwind.
relate.
It's
Well,
been
that's
a
it.
whirlwind of a week. It's been so much fun. So much is happening right now here at Evine, and the fact that we've had a 17-year partnership with Invicta.
Yeah, it's coming up in
I'm
18.
like a newbie to Invicta because this is a brand that I'm really dove into
Yeah.
through Evine. So I get to learn about all of the unique brand pieces, but also I get to see so many wonderful timepieces coming across our screens. I have a question for you, Ryan.
Yeah.
We're going to jump into this next watch. This is the Invicta. You have your choice of the 38 millimeter or the 47 millimeter.
Do we have the 40? Is the 47 available, or is it just the 38?
No, I think we have both. 38.
Do we have both, or just? Andrew.
Oh,
Okay,
just the
yeah, So
38?
we only have
Okay.
the 38. Yep.
A
And
great
that's
watch
when you see
for
on
a
the
lady.
screen. Yeah, so 38 millimeters, if you don't speak metric, that means 1.5 inches, measuring from the 10 o'clock position from the case over to that 4 o'clock position. Now, this is actually a special watch because, I mean, first of all, it's our Grand Diver, iconic. We're celebrating the 15-year anniversary of this timepiece. And what we've placed inside is a mechanical movement, but over that movement that makes up the dial is actually that genuine meteorite. So this meteorite actually crashed into Earth about 1 million years ago above the Arctic Circle. It's very hard to find, but we have relationships out there. We can actually source it, and we included it in some special dials of our timepieces.
So this watch, Ryan, really is out of this world, right?
That's correct.
We're saving you $359 this evening. It's 57% off. And, of course, value pay. 6 interest-free value pays. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong card. Oh, my goodness gracious, what's
That's
happening?
okay.
26, wait,
Six,
11,
wait,
no, we got some stuff going
yeah,
on
that value
the screen.
pays off there.
How about it's going to be 6 interest-free value pays of $45. Let's say hello to some shoppers, some Invicta
Yeah.
family.
Okay.
I want to say hello to Bob, to Captain Photon, to Trap Vision, Maria. Thank you so much for tuning in after the show. They were watching the your broadcast earlier. Vincent, Bob, John the phone guy is back. Milton, Kyle, Victor, Mike, another Victor, and of course Bearded Servant. He's always on. Hi guys. Hi Rob.
Yeah, thanks you guys. So we appreciate it. So yes,
What's up? 49.50. Okay, we'll go with that.
What does the card say?
Is it bad that we're not that good at math here at? It says
$269.99.
It says $45 on a value pay. So we got to check our sources. Someone's not doing their job, Ryan.
Yeah.
Out of this world is this watch, though. I can't believe they have
Let's,
meteorite on the dial.
Yeah, yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Okay, okay. We're gonna go to the next watch here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. I have a question for you when we
Yeah, what's that?
when we dive into this next watch.
Oh, okay.
What is it that determines, like what factor in the creation of a watch, and maybe you know this, maybe you don't,
Okay.
determines the level of depth that you can achieve? Because this next one goes up to 500 meters,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some are 100, some are 200,
Yeah, so
some are 300.
Yeah, it all involves when we're talking about the function pushers and the crown and the crystal, and just the makeup of just how tightly everything is actually created out there, just absolutely engineered. As that level of water resistance, there's lots to do with the gaskets and everything also, how the case back is actually affixed to the back of the timepiece also. So there's a lot of different factors that lend to that. And so what you're getting into is you're getting into the Sub-Aqua Noma 6. So there's 6 different generations that we've actually had. 7th is actually in the design phase out there. Don't know yet when that's coming out, but this is the latest. And this is actually pretty cool because you get the water that's to that dive depth that we talked about before. You have inside a master calendar quartz movement, which is that 5040F from Rhonda. The watch will tell you the time. Here, actually, let's look at this. Jamie, can
Go
we
for it.
dive in just a little bit closer?
I love that now. I was
Because
dive in.
here,
That's got to be
this-
our jam.
yeah.
We're diving in.
Here, you have to check this out because look at under Invicta. If you look, there are complications. Complications are different forms of information. It tells you the excuse me, tells you
day.
the date. Off to the right, it will tell you the month, which would have helped with that story I just told.
Well, if it was right, because can I say something? It's
Yes.
Sunday.
Yes.
So
Well,
it needs to be accurate in order for it to be helpful.
Well, and here we go. Do we have a pointer by chance or a little toothpick here in the studio? Or
Oh,
a
nice.
pen?
You could show me how to change
Yeah.
it. This is the gold
I'll
tone
show you how to do
on
it.
gold tone that you see on the screen. $349.99. Big
Okay.
savings on this.
I'm gonna set it down.
$699 in savings. 6 value
Okay.
pays of $58.83.
So let's look at this. Okay, so to set it, here's the thing. Then you know what? You brought up a great question because here's how you set it. If you see, it says Monday, but it's actually Sunday. Over here, there's a recess function pusher right here. So watch what happens when I press that. And I shouldn't use a pen. Usually I use a toothpick. But you'll, oops, I'm sorry, wrong side. Over here.
That's all right.
So when I go like this, okay.
Oh,
Whoops, hold on.
Yep. I see it moving.
Why? I'm not pressing it.
Well,
far
it
enough.
could be because
I need
the pen is
I need
probably
the toothpick.
slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it. So there's a recess function pusher here.
Okay.
There's another one up here that will actually do the month.
Okay.
There's another one right down here. Will actually do your date of the month right down here.
Nice.
So all those and then you just pull out the crown. You can set the time. So
Wait,
it's
I don't
really,
see
really
the
easy.
day to the month.
The date of the. So right here, this is actually showing. This right here is pointing to the 18th. So
Oh,
yep.
wow.
You see that?
This is why I need you, Ryan.
Yep, there
this
you
is
go.
amazing. Oh, that's
So-
amazing. You know, when you actually dive into a watch, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll go beyond how hot it looks, how good it looks, how many compliments you're going to get, when you actually dive into some of the Invicta watches, yes, they're fashionable, but they really are functional.
Yeah.
They really are
Well,
functional.
they're functional, fashionable out there. I mean, there's such a wide variety. I mean, I'm sure as you've seen, we have different sizes of watches, different colors, different materials, different designs, different movements out there too, different water depth ratings, and that's what makes it so much fun. And that's why we have collectors, because they like the variety that we have here as a company. So even also one other thing before we're in the last minute and a half or so, why don't you look at this patented system that we have to lock down the function pushers. So if you just give it a little bit of a spin, you'll see how this opens up with that little red internal sleeve.
Okay.
That indicates to you visually that the function pusher actually is open. So you don't actually want
So
to
you
go
would
in the
not
water.
go in the water, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you can just do this. And you want to lock it down finger tight. You don't need to over crank on it or anything like that, but you just want to lock it down finger tight. And when you do, you have that depth rating of 500 meters. Here's a case back. This watch will, or the case back will tell you the pertinent information about the timepiece here. So, such as we'll talk about sub-aqua number 1, Project ABDA, and that actually is representing our CEO, my boss's family, A.L. Lalo there with the Project ABDA and the NOMA. And then it'll also tell you just like the water resistance, the premium stainless steel, the internal model number, the Swiss movement that I talked about before, which is that Ronda 5040F. But I have this watch also, and I love it. And you know what? Now I see this, I may watch it tomorrow. I'm actually, after the show, I'm going home, going to bed, and then I have to wake up at about 4 o'clock and take my daughter up to orientation for college.
Oh,
or my oldest daughter, actually. So,
wow.
yeah, maybe I'll wear this watch. on
I
the way up.
love it. I like the scale-like design
Mm-hmm.
too on the bracelet. That's really unique. It has a texture to it, almost like a reptilian
Yeah,
kind
well,
of a scale texture.
You're right, because that's a good question. That's the dragon, which is
Mm-hmm.
the logo for this series.
Love that. That might be my favorite one of the show, and we are saving you $699 on that one. Take advantage of that, $349.99. All right, we got another big bad guy coming up next, and he is just encrusted with 442 diamonds. This is the Invicta Reserve Bolt Zeus Magnum. It's 52 millimeters, and it's 20 millimeters thick. So this one's gonna sit nice and high off your wrist.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk about the Bolt Zeus Magnum all iced up. I mean, this is totally it. Every single aspect about this watch actually is mirror polished. And when you see this, I mean, you see on the inside, it's a Swiss movement Ronda Z60 that we've included in all 442 diamonds. But not only, we include in 103 around the bezel. And then with the remaining diamonds, which would be 339 would be on the inside of the dial there for you. So totally cool.
Well, diamonds aren't just a girl's best friend. I mean, let's be
Let me
honest.
tell you, they're pretty good pals to guys too. That's all
I
right.
think so. I think so. Frost your wrist. And then you've got the second.
Yeah, we have a second
Clock right there.
We have a second independent movement right here. This is a Ronda 1042 that you can set independently by just pulling up on the crown right here. You can set independently to whatever time you would like. Just press that crown down, and you are good to go.
Now, something like that is so great if you live in different time zones, you know, or maybe you have family in different countries to be able to
Exactly.
know, what time it is there when it's whatever it is here.
Well, that's the same thing with Merit. So, and we're actually heading over there in about a week to Estonia, and they're 8 hours ahead. So with that, you could be always 8 hours ahead. So you
Such a
know
great function,
what time it
feature.
is somewhere else in the world.
I like that. Great feature.
Yeah.
Well, we always say success starts with how you dress at the end of the day. And when you wear an Invicta on your arm, as Ryan is modeling for us here, not only is it something that's going to get compliments, but it's functional. It's functional, and with Invicta, we give you affordable luxury. This has 442 diamonds. If we just charged you $2 or $3 for the diamonds each, that's what you'd essentially be paying, $1,195, a savings of $1,400. That's great news. The bad news is I only have 2 of these. Two of these to go around. So if you've been wanting to upgrade your Invicta collection and maybe diamonds aren't currently in your dive case, this is a great opportunity. 2 left. We're taking $1,404 off. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. It's
So-
1.85
Yeah, I was
carats
going to
of
mention
diamonds.
1.85, you guys. Yeah, and typically when we have the Bolt Zeus Magnum, I guess there is one portion that's industrial finished here, two little portions, and that's really it. It's just the top of the case when you're looking straight down, going around all these different sections. That's actually done in a matte finish, and then the bar going across also is just done in a matte finish. Everything else is just that mirror polish that goes on, which I think plays so well when we're talking about the diamonds that you'll see inside of this timepiece. Wow, look at that.
That is so pretty. It's stunning. And I love how much Invicta branding. You get the Invicta on the side of the watch, also on the clasp as well. I like how much branding Invicta does with a lot of their
Well, that's it.
timepieces.
We have all these brilliant designs out there, and we're happy to have our name on the timepiece too.
Right.
Just show who we are as a company. So some companies want to just be a little bit more modest about that, and that's fine. But we like to have, this is an Invicta. This is what it's all about.
Right.
And I mean, to have this all done in that silver tone, my Magnum with the diamonds, it's got the diamonds around the bezel, and it's on a strap. And the thing is, I get noticed all the time. Like yesterday, 2 or 3 people asked me about my watch.
Really?
And I mean, but then
I'm not
this
surprised.
one,
I'm not
this
surprised,
one,
though.
I mean, look at with what I have on here. I mean, look at how this silver tone just pops, just on what I have on with the black shirt here. I mean, look at that. I mean, just.
Invicta's making me wish I had bigger wrists, okay? That's something a woman never wants. But in this case, I would love to be able to wear something like this. It's amazing.
Well, just try it on once. See if it actually could work.
For me, I think this would be like lifting weights with my little puny
But
wrists.
see, actually, we could take out enough links and see that's what actually makes this interesting is because we could take out enough links.
You know what, Ryan?
There's
It
a
does
little
look good.
There is a little bit of a gap there, which is fair. But again, we try to make the watches to fit the biggest variety of wrist sizes out there. So,
Okay,
I mean, could you
so-
imagine going to happy hour somewhere and wearing something
Well, it would
like
make my
that?
happy hour happier, that's for darn sure.
There you go.
Thank you guys all so much for watching. A hello to Kyle, to Bond, James Bond, I love that. Trap Vision, Jonathan, Stanley. I got a compliment on my hair. Well, thank you so much.
There you go.
Sandman's here from Oregon. Oregon? Is it
And-
Oregon
and
or
you
is
know-
it Oregon?
You know what? I have a cousin who lives there.
Yes.
It's Oregon, like an
Oregon?
like an organ in your body. It's not Oregon.
Do you know what I
it's
just-
Oregon, if you want to sound like a local.
Okay, I just went to my first Minnesota Twins game this week,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually met the woman, Sue Nelson, who has been playing the organ.
Oh, really?
Wait, that
Okay.
sounds weird. Organ? Organ? Whatever.
She's not playing the
At-
organ.
yeah,
but
not the organ. The organ at the stadium for over 20 years.
Very cool.
I never knew that was a real person doing that.
Yep.
I was just, I don't know. Let's play ball. All right, coming up next, this is our Invicta 42mm Sub-Aqua Sea Dragon. This also is just frosted. Okay, so maybe this one is the one I could do.
Well, let's get this watch on your wrist and see how it looks and tell us.
For sure, I think it looks like it's here. I'm gonna let you open this for me so I
Yeah,
don't,
that's all right.
I don't need to break any nails.
My nails are important too. Here you go.
Oh, I think it looks like Andrew's size is perfect for me. Thanks, Andrew.
Okay. So,
Oh, maybe not.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh,
It's
oh,
not going to
no.
work.
No, why is it too
Oh, yeah, it'll
small?
work. There you go.
Here.
Now it will work. Here we go.
There we go.
You're all good to go.
Okay. I needed help with it.
There
Thanks.
you go.
I usually, because of, obviously having to take out links and things,
Mm-hmm.
I usually tend to gravitate towards watches, especially in the studios, that
What,
have
with
the
the straps?
the strap, because it's just easy for me,
Yeah.
and I go to the smallest setting, and we're good.
Well, maybe if you were getting that Zeus Magnum for yourself, get this watch for your sweetheart. You know, we're talking about 1.62, just
Just
shy of you know, just 23 points shy of the Bolt Zeus Magnum that we showed, just completely iced out. For the bezel, triple row of diamonds, and then of course all on the inside of the dial then too for you. We include in for the movement on this watch, we have the VH68, so it's a multi-function movement that's been a part of it. 200 meters of water resistance, so if you're on
amazing
vacation,
to me. That is
you can
amazing.
still go swimming. Look at that. See?
Frost your wrist. All those
There you
pave
go.
diamonds are just screaming. Screaming,
Now,
look at me.
And to be fair, I mean, this watch fits you better than the Magnum did.
Well, yes, it is a women's watch, so.
You know, it's well.
Or-
You know, we're sitting at 42 millimeters. I mean, if a guy wants to wear a 42 millimeter, it's a classic gentleman size. But you know, I think we did this. We've had the larger 52 millimeter that is geared for the guys. Some women got into that. You know, I like to say, if you're a guy and you want this, I'm not going to tell you no. You know, it's whatever makes you happy makes me happy.
Right. $2,400 is your savings on this one. So this is one of those situations you're saving more than you're spending. $1,099, or take advantage of value pay at interest-free payments of $183.17. And in 6 months, boom, you can enjoy it now. Take your time paying it off, interest-free. I love these behind-the-scenes looks. You know, to be able to interact with
Yeah, it's
shoppers.
really cool.
For you guys to see and be able to. Do you guys have any questions for Ryan? By the way, I haven't been as interactive as if you can't tell, I'm just getting over a cold, so my throat is like a little like but I will say the frosting of the diamonds make me feel a lot better.
There you go.
Do you guys have any questions for Ryan? Go ahead and throw them at
Yeah.
us. Yeah, Kyle said he thinks that's more of a lady's watch, but you know what, Kyle? To each his or her own. It's
Yeah.
very substantial.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's a beautiful timepiece out there, and that's the thing. We have larger watches that have diamonds. We have smaller watches that have diamonds out there. So, Extreme Jamie tells us we have about a minute left here, and I just read that off the underside of his arm with his tattoo that he got. Why don't you flex for the camera there, Extreme Jamie?
Or
Show
floss.
show
Are you
that
gonna
up.
floss this
Yeah,
time?
see it? Look at there. It is right there. Extreme Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, put your armpit down. Oh.
I took a shower yesterday.
Oh, gosh. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for spending some
Yeah,
time
you're
with me as I
welcome.
learn more about the Invicta brand. It is luxury, but it's affordable. And right now, how about over 1.5 carats of diamonds for $1,099, or get it home for $183.17. My name is Marissa Morgan. We were joined tonight by Invicta Ryan, aka Ryan Johnson. And I will be on the air later today with Mark Roberts at midnight. So if you want to tune into Evine, I'll be with Mark Roberts doing Christmas decorations.
Midnight Eastern or
Like-
Central?
Oh, midnight Central. So
Okay.
1 a.m. Eastern in a couple hours. And Ryan, we'll see you soon.
All right, see you soon. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for shopping.